Hello and welcome to my channel Cyber Life Academy. Today we'll be talking about web design, coding, whatever name you prefer to call it. But we're starting with HTML, which is like basics of web design, web coding. Now, what HTML is simply like the skeletal structure of HTML of any web page. What it does, it tells it where things are supposed to be. Now, when we go into CSS, we'll see that how to beautify things. And when you talk of JavaScript, you talk about how to make them function. So we're going to start with HTML because this is a beginner course. So HTML, we're going to do something very simple. Now to start, all you need to do is be able to save a file as a HTML format. So we're going to do that now. We're going to do that with even as simple as Notepad to show you how very easy this is. So this is Notepad. Now to do that, let's just paste our code here, and I'll explain what each of these codes mean. HTML mostly works with tags. This opening and closing part you see here is called a tag. It always has a less than and greater sign, greater than symbol, kind of. So what, or it's also known as angled brackets. So what they do is within each of these opening and closing areas, they have a specification inside. Like here you can see doc type HTML. This tells the browser that this type of document you're going to receive is this type of file or document is a HTML file, and this is supposed to be opened and viewed. This is like a web page, so that's how you're going to function with it. Now in your browser, sometimes you might have observed that when you want to download a video or something, it will ask you if you want to play it or download the video. No, it's not. You've not set the particular thing it's going to do yet, and that's how it's programmed to behave. Like to either ask you to play the video or to download it. Then you can set it to just play instantly, or you can set it to just download instantly. But that's your choice. So initially, it is set to ask the user, do you want to download kind of file type, or you want to save it, or sorry, watch it. So similar things when you download softwares online, you see this kind of file might be harmful to your computer. Do you want to go ahead and download? This is what it's meant for. Here it's saying this type of document you're receiving is an HTML file. So it knows, okay, fine, I've received the HTML file. Now I'm going to look for the head of the HTML file. So this is the opening tag of the HTML. You can see you have a closing tag down here. The difference you see is this slash, is forward slash. In each of them you see a forward slash here as well, and you see a forward slash here. Now this is the open HTML tag. After that, what you're going to see is the head. Like let's say you have a human being, the first thing that comes first is the head. So now we know it's a HTML document. One thing we're going to know is that it's starting of the HTML is the head. Nice, you see the head. And the title. The title is what displays on the, how do I put it, on the bar. So let's show you something, an example. We're going to open this file soon. Let's save it first of all. It's our training file. So to save the file, we're just going to do, hmm, sorry for that. Um, let's say we save it in desktop. It should be okay that way. Um, let's say HTML training. Now we can't save it as all documents. We're going to save it as a text here. So we're going to use all documents and then specify what we want to save it as. After the HTML training, it's best we give it no space for some naming issues. Now we want to specify that this is the HTML file, so we write HTML at the end of it. This way, it is saving as a HTML file. So when we save it, now you see it up here, it's saved. And let's go find our file. We're going to see our file in in our desktop, and we're going to say HTML training. This is it now. It looks like a Firefox file. So let's open it with Chrome. Chrome has one of the best developer tools. So we normally prefer to use Chrome when we develop. But you can use any browser of your choice. Anyway, I just want to use Chrome for this practice. So now you see this is what is written here. The title of our document. The title of our document is simply saying this is what is going to be at the like the name of the web page when it's loaded. So let's go ahead and see what's here. Title of the document. You can change this to HTML training and then see what goes up. HTML training. And to save that, let's understand what that is. So now we come here and we just say reload. You can see that the head up here has changed to here HTML training. That's how it works. So the title is the title of the web page you see on the tab. We go ahead and we move to the next part, which is the closing of the head. So every document tag when it comes to HTML usually has a closing. Some of the tags have a separate opening and closing, some have one single tag for opening and closing as well. So I give you up here, you have documents, the doc type declaration. You can see it's only one tag. We don't have any that closing one. But when it comes to HTML, we have an opening and a closing. They are different. You have the head, you have the opening and the closing. You also have a title, opening and closing. Some maybe you want to insert an image or go further, we'll see that. Now, when you want to insert an image, you might find out you have a one um, long tag to decide where the image and the source of the image. So we'll get into that later. But for now, we're just going to check out the basics. So you can mess around with this and see how whatever you do comes out. So now our page is still blank, just white. We don't have any other thing to it. So we're going to in the next tutorial we're going to talk about colors and so on and ordering of text. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to change the content. You see, this is what is in here. So we change it to our first line of coding a web page. You can write anything you want there. That's the body. So the body is where the content you see on the screen actually displays. Sometimes you might get something from the head to display. Maybe a code you inserted on the head, it will display on the page. But most times what you see the content is mostly from the body. So now let's save and refresh. You see, it's our first line of coding. So this is that. Now I want to make it big. There are different things we call header tags. You can do that with H from 1 to 6. H1 is the biggest. Let's try with that first. H1, and we go to and close the H1. So we'll go H1 again, 1 and forward slash, and we do this and we save. So let's try to reload it again. You see that now we have a bold declaration of our first line of coding a web page. So if stick around, we could try more. Let's just copy and paste this and then change the different styles, different H values, and see what we come with. So we have 5, I think it's 6. So let's make this H6, H6, H5, H5, H4, H4, H3, H3, H2, H2. So we have 1 to 6. So we save again and we reload our browser. Now we see there are different lines and different sizes. This is the first one, then the second one, third one. So this is H. We have here H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. They get smaller as the number by the H gets bigger. So H1 is the maximum. You have to take note of that. So next time we're going to talk about lists in our HTML, how to order things. We'll probably talk about tables and background colors, images. So stick around. If you enjoy this package or you have any question you want to ask, please do feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe, share with somebody who you know wants to learn. Thank you very much.